Welcome to Flory Models daily vlog. Here we are, 3rd of June 2015. Good day for me. Been pushing on quite heavily, as you can see, with the old Scout Walker. To be honest, yesterday I had the sort of legs and half the head done. That's completed now, so we've now managed to get it into paint. Pretty much a standard paint job on this one. So what we've actually done is primed XF19 all the way over, pre-shaded with a little bit of flat black everywhere, just to break it all up a little bit. And then I've just gone along now and gone back over it with a very thin coat of XF19 again, which is my sort of base colour for this one, to put it all in. And that's literally as far as I've got now, so I'll get this out. So, you know, it's, to be honest, coming together really well. No problems with the kit at all. The build, no problems. Usual thing with Bandai, it's actually fantastic, goes together really well. Just be careful where you're going with it. Make sure you get your lefts and your rights around the right way, because they are sort of separate parts. If you won't fit, that's the reason for it. But generally no problem. Next up for this one, after this, I'm going to get it back in the spray bay. I'm going to get another coat of clear gloss right the way over it. I'm going to decal it. I might put some markings on it. I'm a great fan of the comics and the actual storybooks, things like that with it, where they've got combat markings on them and things like that. And so I might just try and do it instead of having it the normal grey. There's some of them you can see online. They've got like yellow stripes on them for sort of, you know, squadron markings, things like that. I might do a little bit of whiffery with this one and give it something very similar. Then afterwards we're going to flatten it down again, and then tomorrow what I'm going to do is weather it. So we're going to be doing our sort of standard armoured weathering with a little bit of a twist, purely because obviously this thing is a walker, so you're imagining that it's going to be pretty grubby over the sort of feet and perhaps halfway up to the ankles. Then it's going to get cleaner, and then we're going to have your usual chipping, because if this thing is in forest and stuff like that, you're imagining it's going to get rubbed, scraped and banged around quite heavily, as well as technically being shot at. So that's the idea with that one. So as I say, part one is that is up on the site right now. It's the new build for this week. Should get it done by tomorrow night. Hopefully it'll all be finished off, and then we can get going with the next big projects, which we were speaking about in the live show last night. And you've now convinced me to crack on straight away with the Airfix 24th scale Typhoon. Okay, this is the World War II 1944 version, as well as the more modern Revell 32nd scale Typhoon, which I'm going to do in flight. Because originally I was going to sort of hold off and do it down. Got a couple of ideas with it. I'll go through with you next week in the live vlogs, because I intend to build both of them this month together. Here, yes, I'm going to run out of room in here again. So get rid of the big projects and you think, oh, I've got all this space, and now we're going to go back to having two huge projects on the go at any one time. So I'm going to have to be using the desk as in that side for one model, and then obviously we'll have one model this side, the bits and pieces all up the other end. So the camera angles are all a little bit wonky. That's the reason why. Got to thank you all. Obviously last night, back to the live show, big thanks to Steve and Sid. If you didn't see it, obviously that's available for members and non-members alike to watch. The usual fun and games. We got it to that new format that worked really well for us, because you know, quite frankly, Sid had to go to work after he finished here. So we ran to around about 9:15. That's the time we're going to do it. We're going to do sort of 2 hours. We managed to finish all the questions, which was great. If we don't, what we're going to do is print them off and we'll roll them over to the next show and answer them on there. And I do know some of you asked questions via direct emails and things like that to me, and I didn't check them. So what I'm going to do is roll those over to next week as well. So there's a few questions in there and everything else. I'm saying next week, it's not next week. We're going to do it every 2 weeks. So in a fortnight's time, obviously, then we'll have another live show and we'll go right the way through. As I said, it was a big night last night, because obviously we had the snap. The big raffle was won. I've got your winners right here just to see it, to recap if you haven't heard about it. Bob Bailey, he walked away with a lot, jammy little git. So I'll be speaking to him on the phone shortly later on tonight. From the guy from Poland, still can't pronounce your name, Mr. Kazbraksk. So anyway, I'll be emailing you later, but I've got all your details here, so I'll be sending yours off. I think you won the washes. My list of what everybody won is over there. Was the wash set? Yes. Graham Bates from Tewkesbury in the UK, he won the sander set, so congratulations to him. Steve Nimitz, still a great name. You won, what did you win? Pigment set. And then Rob McNally, you got the year's free subscription here at Flory Models as well, so I'll be in contact with you later on today as well with those ones. Big thank you. We actually raised a total of 2,700. Absolutely amazing job. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much for donating all the stuff that went out, and obviously thank you very much for everybody for buying tickets, and hopefully we'll do something similar in the future. So absolutely brilliant with that one. That's about it for today. I'm going to get this one back in the bay, get it in there and everything else like that. I've got the X-Wing movable posable and all the rest of it, in flight and all the bits and pieces. X-Wing up for review, plus a little something else that I've got down there as well. So those kits will be up for on tomorrow's site for review as well. So I'm going to get this one done, weathered and finished off, and I'll catch you all tomorrow night.